Hey friends, let's jump straight in, and with this song we're tuned to E flat, so just tune each string down a semitone or a half step. Let me play the intro, then we'll break it down. So we're going to start with a slide, then second fret on the E string 2 times, second fret A, back to the E, second fret 2 times, 4 on the A, second fret E 2 times, 5 on the A, second fret E 2 times, 4 on the A, then play second fret once on the E, play the open E, hammer onto the second fret, and play an A pair of chords. Then go back to second fret on the E again 2 times, second fret A, second fret E 2 times, then go to 5th fret A, second fret E 2 times, 4th fret A, second fret E 2 times, second fret A, second fret E, play the open E string palm muted 2 times, and then play 4 on the G5 on the B. Then go back to the first riff again. And then to finish the intro off, we're going back to second fret E 2 times, second fret A, second fret E 2 times, 5th fret A, second fret E 2 times. Then we're going to do a bend on the 4th fret G with a pinched harmonic, bend and release, pull off to the second fret. Then just play the 4th fret again, pull off to the second fret. 4 on the D, 2 on the G, back to 4 D, pull off to 2. 4 on the A, pull off to the open, and then an open E. And that gives us all the parts to the intro. So for our verse, it's exactly the same as our intro. So all the same again. Our E's, repeat the first one again. Now this one here changes E second fret 2 times, A second fret, E second fret 2 times, 5th fret A, second fret E 2 times. Then we're going to play the second fret on the A, hammer onto the 3rd, hammer onto the 4th. Second fret on the D, go back to the A, 3, hammer onto 4. D, 2, 3, 4, hammer ons. Second fret G, back to the D, 3, hammer onto 4. Jump to the G, 4, pull off to 2. And that's the verse there. So for the second part of our verse, we're just going to play the open D, G and B, and then go second fret on the A, 3rd fret on the E 2 times, 4 on the A, 3rd on the E 2 times, 5 on the A, 3rd on the E 2 times, 4 on the A, 3rd on the E 2 times, and then A, second fret, open E's. Then just play an A power chord, then come up to 4th fret on the A, 5th on the E 2 times, 5A, 5th on the E 2 times, 7A, 5th on the E 2 times, then go back to A, 7, slide up to 9, 2 palm mutes on the open A, 2nd fret D and G, 4th fret on the A and the D. Then go back to our first riff again. Then the end changes slightly again here. 2 on the A 2 times, sorry, the E 2 times. second A, 2 on the E, 5A, 2 on the E, 4A, do a slide, then just an F sharp power chord to an A power chord, and that's the second part of the verse. So for our pre-chorus, play the E power chord and then open E and B string, 2 palm mutes on the open E, to an E, A, F sharp, then play 4 on the D, 6 on the G, 7 on the B, go back to the F sharp, A, E, open E and B, 2 palm mutes on the open E again, to the E, A, F sharp. Then we're coming up to the 11th fret on the D and the G, sliding down. Now if you want to, you can just hit that with your right hand and slide down there. Then we play the F sharp again to the A. Then we're going to play a G chord. So play the 3rd fret on the E, 2nd A, open D and G. 2nd fret on the G, play the G chord again. Then do a pinched harmonic on the 5th fret on the A string, back to that G chord, go to a B power chord to an A power chord, then play the open A 2nd fret on the D, 4 on the G, back to the A, pinched harmonic 2nd fret A, and then we're just playing a B power chord but include the 2nd fret on the E string, so it's a B over F sharp, and then come up to a D power chord, but again we're including the E string, so it'll be a D over A, and that's our pre-chorus C. So for our chorus, we're playing the open E string, then play the E power chord 2 times, back to D to E, then do a pinched harmonic on the 9th fret on the G, back to the E power chord 2 times, D, E, then play the E again and just slide back 1 fret to the E flat. Play the open D string, open E string, 3rd fret on the B, 2nd on the G, then play 5th fret on the E, 3rd on the B, 2nd on the G, open E again, 3rd on the B, 2nd on the G, then play 5th fret E, open E, 3rd fret on the B. Then we're going back to the start again with our E open to the E power chord 2 times, D, E, pinched harmonic, back to the E again, D, E, and our E slide back to E flat. This time we're going to play the open D, open E, 3rd fret B, 2nd G, and then 5th fret E, 3rd on the B, 2nd G, and then just go back to a B power chord and we do 1 and 2 and 3 and that's our chorus C. So for our little post-chorus, the riff stays the same the first time through again, same as our intro. This time do 2 on the E, 2nd fret 2 times, 2A, back to the E, 2nd fret, 5th fret on the A, back to 2nd fret E 2 times. This time the little fill we're going to do 5, pull off the 2 on the B, 4 G, back to 2B, back to the G, 5, 4, 2, 4 on the D, back to G, 2, and do a bend on the 4th fret with a pinched harmonic on the G. And that's our little post-chorus C. So for our next verse, the start stays exactly the same again. Next part's the same. First one the same again. Now this one changes again. Here's second fret E 2 times, second fret A, second fret E 2 times, fifth fret A, second fret E 2 times. Then for the fill we play it again, another 2 times, second fret E, second fret A, fourth fret on the A, D, 2, and then just do 4 pull off the 2, 4 pull off the 2 on the D. So. And that's that first part of the verse. From there we go back to the second part of the verse, and that stays the same as our previous part. Then we go to the pre-chorus, that's exactly the same. Then we have the chorus again, and that's exactly the same. So for our bridge we have guitar 1, we're just playing an A power chord, then 3 palm mutes, and then play second fret D, 4 on the G and the B, back to the A power chord with our palm mutes, second fret D and G, palm mute on the A again 3 times, then we're doing the octave chords, 7 on the A, 9 on the G, slide back to 6 and 8, and then back to 4 and 6. So slowly. Then go to a B power chord, and we're going to do 4 palm mutes here. 2, 3, 4, and then play a B sus4, back to 4 palm mutes, just to the B, 4 palm mutes again, and then the B 2 times. So. Now we're going to do the first one the same again, but we're going to put the 4 palm mutes in the middle. So the A, and then 2 D, 4 G and B, palm mutes, 2 D and G, palm mutes, and then our little octave chords run down again to the B, and we're just doing 8th note build up there for 2 bars. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's guitar 1. Now let's have a look at guitar 2. So we're going to have 5, pull off the 4 on the B string, play 4 G, 4 D, and then back to G, 6, 4, to D, 4, 6, and then play the 6 again and slide up to 7. Then we're going to have 2 on the A, 4 D, 4 G, 4 B, do 5, pull off the 4 on the B, 4 on the G, back to 5, B, 4 on the G, then back to 2A, 4D, 4G, 2 on the E this time, then do open E, hammer onto second fret, pull off to the open, 4D, 4G there. So. And they're all the parts to the bridge. Now I'll just talk you through our solo rhythm, and we'll do our solo at the end. It's pretty easy. We're going to play the D power chord, and because he doesn't start on the 1, he starts on the 1 end, we do it 7 times. So 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then just go to a C power chord and do it 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go back to the D, do that 8 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the C, the same. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then go to an E power chord, hold it for a bar. 3, 4, and again. 2, 3, 4. Come up to the high E power chord and hold for a bar again. 2, 3, and again. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and again. They're just eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's a solo rhythm, and we'll tackle the solo at the end. So for a little post solo again, the riff stays the same for the first part. Now this time we're playing E second fret 2 times, A second fret, back to the E 2 times, 5th fret on the A, 2nd fret on the E 2 times. Now we're doing a trill on the A between 2 and 4, so just hammer on and pull off. A slide, back to the first riff again. And then to finish that off, we're going back to the riff again, 2nd fret E, 2A, 2nd fret E, 5A, 2nd fret E, 4A, 2nd fret E, slide, F sharp, A, power chords. Then from there we go to the pre-chorus, and that stays the same. Do the chorus but play it through 2 times. Then we just keep repeating this riff to the end. So our first riff stays the same again. 2nd fret E 2 times, A, 2nd fret E, 5A, 2nd fret E, 4A, 2nd fret E 2 times, 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the E, 2 palm mutes on the open E, and our 4G, 5B. And just keep repeating that to the end. Now let's have a look at the solo. So we're going to start with a bend on the 13B holding 10E 2 times. And then play it again while the bend's up 2 more times. Then play it again and release the bend. And then we're playing 13B 10 on the E 3 times. On the third one, pull off back to the 12th fret on the B, play it another 2 more times. The third time, play it again and slide back to the 10, so now we're playing 10B, 10E, another 2 more times. Play it again and slide back to 8 on the B, 7 on the E there. Then we're jumping to the G string, do a bend and release on the 11th fret, pull off to 9. 11 on the D. Start in the D, do 10, hammer on to 12, pull off to 10, slide back to 9. Then 10, 9, A, 10, play the 10 again, slide up to 12, to the D, 10 and 12 with a pitched harmonic there. Then we're jumping to 15 on the E, bend, play 14, 15, 14, hammer on and pull off, 15B, 14E, 15B, then go 10, hammer on to 15, pull off the 10 on the B, play 12 on the G, back to 10B, 12G, then we're doing 11, hammer on to 12, pull off to 11 on the G, 12 on the D, 11G, 12D, and then go 7, hammer on to 12, pull off to 7 on the D, 10 on the A, 7 on the D, back to 10 on the A. Then we have this little run up E string. We're going to go 8, 12, 10, 8, to the A, 10, 9, back to the E, 10, back to A, 12, 10, 9, D, 12, A, 12, 9, back to the D, 12, 10, 12 on the A, up to G, 11th fret 2 times, D, 12, 10, G, 12, 11, back to 12 on the D, to B, 10, G, 12, 11, B, 13, 10, 12, to 10 on the E, back to B, 13, 10. Then we're going to bend the 15th fret on the E string 2 times. Then we've got this little lick here, we're going to do 12, hammer on to 14, pull off to 12, bend on 15 on the B. So, then we're going to play this little lick here, we're going to do 12 on the E, 15 pull off to 12, bend 14 on the G, do that 3 times. Then just play 12E, 15 pull off to 12, 15 pull off to 12 on the B, 14 on the G, and do that 4 times. Then jump to 17E, pull off to 12 to 15 on the B, 12E, back to B, 15, 12, do 17, pull off to 12 on the B, G, 14, B, 12, G, 14, 12, then go 16, pull off to 12 on the G, D, 14, G, 12, back to D, 14, 12, 14. Then bend the 19th fret on the E, play it again and release it, play 18, 17 on the E, jump to the B, 20, 19, 17, release the 19 on the B, so bending up first, release it, and then just B, 17, 20, 20, pull off to 17, and then we're tremolo picking 15, 17, 19, back to 17 2 times, to 19 3 times, E string 15 3 times, 14 3 times, 15, 17, 15, 17, 19, 17, 19, and then bend on 21 2 times. And there are the parts of the solo. So for our outro solo, we're going to start on the 4th fret on the G string, do a bend, release, and then bend. Then just pick the 4 as we're holding it up. Then do a bend, release, pull off the 2. 4 on the D, come up with your bar, hit the open E string, come in with your bar. Then we're doing a bend on the 15B. Then we're just trilling between 15 and 12. And then just come back chromatically doing the trill. And we're just hitting the open E again with our bar and 4th fret on the D, and you can come up there. And they're all the parts of the song. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Lightning Strikes Guitar Lesson by Ozzy Osbourne. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you love your 80s rock, glam and metal, jump onto my YouTube channel for hundreds more songs, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon.